He didn't give him the escape yet, but now he's going to get it. So racked up a couple seconds of riding time, but not much.
Just over a minute now left in this first period. And originally we thought we were going to get a 6 in the region versus number 2 in the region.
Right, we were expecting a Mack and Myers, but we have Gavin Beck out here tonight, the Franklin Regional graduate, Western Pennsylvania, up against Nick Delp of Kiski area, also a Western Pennsylvania native. So the age separation, not sure if either of these two guys would have wrestled before college, potentially, but not sure.
Always a chance they've seen each other before.
Both out of the Whippeal from high school.
Now, short time, 10 seconds left in this first period. Beck in on a shot. Delp, good defense. Just going to go into a bear hug here. And that'll be the end of the first period. Beck is going to choose bottom here.
Delp trying to look to get the boot in.
Got the leg in.
Into a cross-body ride. Beck tries to roll through. Now
Delp just goes right with him.
Now he's got the double boots in. Tacking on the arm there.
Still trying, and he's going to
another roll. We're going to go out of bounds.
Delp doing a good job following that, especially with legs in.
Right, that can be kind of a
awkward.
Yeah, dangerous position, especially double boots and
the
guys rolling and really trying to create that hip separation can be a little bit challenging to ride on top. He's
just going to launch him backwards. Delp tallying up that riding time, already at 45. He's in not the greatest position, but he's able to
got his hips
that.
Low, but he was able to.
Yeah,
he kind of put in a cross body bar arm type thing there to get Beck back.
I mean,
back down on the mat.
Beck was basically on top of him, but I'm not sure how he was able to recover from that.
All right, that can be kind of scary also whenever you get some bad hip position on the leg ride, but Delp found a way there.
Delp now over a minute with a minute 15 and counting, as a riding time point could be in play here. Maybe looking to put another boot in.
Beck's able to build his base back up, and he's doing a really solid job now trying to seal off those ankles. He's going to knee pound out, but Delp's going to continue to cover his moves. We're going to get to the edge of the mat.
Delp got to return him here, and he does.
Tipping's the back trip.
Don't get hit for a stall there.
Boot back in and tacking the crossface there.
Short time as well. We got 20 seconds left. Looking for some back points quick. Not able to get him. These are just going to lay there for the rest of this.
Yep, run out the time here. Delp wasn't able to find any back points out of it, but he was able to rack up 2 minutes and 12 add 2 minutes to the existing 12 seconds of riding time. So that secures, almost secures that. He's going to choose to start on bottom, so he's got himself about a minute and 12 seconds here to play around with to find an escape.
As long as he can get an escape point quickly here, he should be in the clear for an extra point.
And on the contrary, here's Beck's opportunity to try to run this riding time down and look for some pinning combinations or back points himself.
For Beck, you have to keep him down, because if he gets one here, it's 4-1. Even if you get a takedown, and he's going to get one here. So even if you do get a takedown here, it's 4-4, but with that riding time point, it's going to make it a lot more difficult.
Right, and we are going to be back up in neutral, but here's the thing. Depending on where Beck is at, just condition-wise, Delp is coming back from an injury. And so you know that wrestling shape is like no other shape for sport. So it can be hard to last a whole 3 periods of a college match when you're coming back from an injury. So this is going to come down to who can push the pace the most here in the next minute and 15 seconds.
Yeah, and it's hard to balance that conditioning part of wrestling because your body, your lungs can be physically conditioned, well, but is your body conditioned well?
And
or
Beck,
your body can be and your lungs cannot be. So
Beck with a shot attempt there. Delp was able to fight it off, counter it, and they're going to be back into fighting for these collar ties. And right, as you were saying,
45 seconds left as well.
The other element to that is you got to be as fit as a marathoner, as strong as like an ox, and then also have just excellent technique. And it's just a trifecta there to truly balance yourself as an athlete on the mat.
And I think we are seeing a little bit of Delp being a little gassed here, but this is his 5th match back since transferring in.
And Delp's going to find that deep high crotch there for the quick takedown. He's going to cut Beck, and he's going to go back in for another shot.
Beck with no defense there, really. Just couldn't stop him. And on another shot, but Beck with good defense there. Now 5 seconds left. That'll be the end of the match.
And just like that, with the short time on the clock, Delp was able to run the score up 7-2. Add in that riding time point, that's going to be 8-2. So that was a really solid showing by Delp. Truly starting to come around after bouncing back from this injury here late in the season for the Raiders.
Now at the 174-pound matchup for Pitt-Johnstown redshirt junior Tony Salopek and for Shippensburg junior Cole Lang.
174 Pitt-Johnstown is Tony Salopek and Shippensburg's Cole Lang.
Salopek. Both with good offense so far. 10 seconds in. Let's hope they can keep that pace up.
Salopek on the
low ankle.
Yep, low single. He's going to shelf it up, bring it up to his feet. He's going to taking Lang for a little bit of a walk there.
Yeah, taking back. The coaches are yelling to take him back to the center.
But Lang's doing a good job of trying to fight and keep that
standing a little
foot away from Salopek so he can't trip.
Now he's just going to.
This is a tough position to be in, hopping around on one foot for this long.
It's not easy.
No.
If you're at home, try it. It's not too easy. But.
No, and Lang put up a good fight there, but Salopek ultimately won that war of attrition to find the takedown.
Salopek able to use his leverage against him and get him going one way, and then took him the other.
Right, and he's able to flatten Lang out pretty quickly, and he's fighting for wrist control right now. Looking to most likely set up a tilt here with a cross wrist. But Lang's going to fight to get those wrists clear and start building his base back up.
Salopek still with that 2-on-1 on Lang's left wrist, trying to bring it back. Ref calling for saying be careful for that, potentially dangerous. But Lang able to fight and get his wrist back. But now Salopek with the crossface.
Right, Lang's Salopek's looking to try to walk the crossface back to the leg, but Lang's doing a good job at kind of keeping that hip down and not letting him find that cradle.
He was looking for that cork, but
corkscrew, cradle, or something out of that.
Yeah, something out of there.
Lang did a great job at not giving him any leverage there.
Yeah. Now with 40 seconds left in the first period, Salopek has got a minute 20 ride time and counting.
Lang
tried to get this, maybe just trying to get up, but he's going to Granby out. Salopek's going to follow through. Got to watch for that.
Right, he was in on a little bit of a crab ride there. Now he's in a claw, and he's fighting for the wrist control again.
Yeah, Salopek almost just pinned himself, but was able to recover. 3 seconds left now. That'll be the end of the first.
But that's going to do it. Salopek was able to rack up a really big mountain of riding time there with 1 minute and 51 seconds in the first period. So that
Just
quick
in the first too.
opening 10-second takedown, he was able to rack up some riding time pretty fast. Goodness gracious, that was only 10 seconds of them battling in that 1 foot hop around position, but it felt like a century. Salopek up to his feet quick. Lang with the quick mat return. Salopek tripoding back up.
You got to remember the first period's 3 minutes as well.
Oh, you're right. Excuse me. Goodness gracious. It's been a long day.
I agree. It has been a long day.
Salopek with the escape. I was wondering why you were giving me that weird look. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. I probably did that earlier this year too.
That's what ending your wrestling career after high school does. You forget that there's an extra minute in the first period.
Yeah.
Of a college match. Salopek.
And on the double, able to take, he's got Cole on his butt.
He's trying to cover the hip here, and he's going to get the takedown.
And that'll be 3.
He's on the wrist control of the
already, yeah.
Pitt-Johnstown bench wanted the quick turn, but Lang was able to roll that wrist free and fight him to keep him clear. This has just been a battle down here on the mat for Lang to just trying to fight to keep those hands clear, while Salopek, on the contrary, has been fighting to control those wrists.
And just trying to stay off his back as well.
Right. It's no easy feat. From the spectator that's never been on a wrestling mat, it might just look like they're laying on the floor, but there's a lot of just battling going on down there.
Tilt is going to go all the way over
and look at that bridge by Lang.
Oh, my gosh.
He's giving up the count, but Lang's going to find the reversal out of it.
And that'll essentially just cancel out.
Oh, my goodness. That was quite the bridge there.
Yeah, that was impressive. Lang got to keep him down, and Salopek's going to be able to get back. But now he's got 10 seconds for one of them to work something.
Shot attempt by Lang, but Salopek's going to find the go behind and get the takedown here with short time.
Yep.
Oh, excuse me, my stomach just grumbled. Heard that the whole way through the microphone.
I wonder what that was.
Just came from dinner, too. Goodness.
What in the world?
Anyways, that's going to be 13-2 score in favor of Salopek there to wrap up the second period. Lang's going to start on bottom going into the third.
Now just one more turn for Salopek, and that'll about end it here.
Going to be a caution. He's
for a caution,
really covering up the hip there with the back knee. That. Salopek fighting for the wrists here. Lang fighting to keep him clear, trying to tripod up right now, but Salopek is covering that left leg. It's going to make it really difficult to try to knee pound, and Salopek's going to break Lang's base back down to the mat. Excuse me, knee slide.
Hasn't been 45 seconds in and not much. Just a whole lot of hand fighting so far.
Yeah. It's going to be a stall warning on Lang.
First one of the match.
Been doing a solid job up to this point to try to stay active down there, but...
I mean, I think both of them are just... yeah,
they're just really locked into this hand-fighting battle going on.
Salopek with the tilt.
Lang is bridging really hard again there, but Salopek's trying to stay kind of lower on the hips there so he doesn't give up that reversal like he did the first time.
Yeah, and he doesn't release it yet, so he's still going to be holding. I think he's looking for the pinning combination here.
Yeah, he doesn't want to.
He's got the bar. He's going to run it, and that shoulder.
Yeah, he's got to be.
Just got to watch for that shoulder.
Right.
Lang able to get off of that.
All right, so he's got 30 seconds left here on the clock. Lang fighting to not give up a tech fall or a pin, and Salopek looking to find a tech fall or a pin.
Good roll through from Lang.
Yeah, good roll through. He was able to not give up any backs there, which is a tough situation or a tough thing to do whenever someone's tilting you.
Yeah, 10 seconds left, and Salopek he keeps going for that kind of unconventional, just leaping over the guy's body and for momentum into the tilt.
Right, and Lang was able to fight hard from the bottom here and not give up a tech fall or pin. Well, Salopek was able to find the major decision, 15-2.
16-2 with
16-2 with riding time.
Yep.
Thank you.
So almost a tech fall. Now for this 184 match, another highly anticipated match. We've got for Pitt-Johnstown a redshirt sophomore Noah Gnibus. He's number 4 in the region ranked. And for Shippensburg, it's going to be junior Owen Koch. He's number 5. So another 4-5 matchup for Shippensburg and Pitt-Johnstown.
Right. You best believe both wrestlers are going to be paying really close attention to the other guy out there because, I mean, this match could be the difference on them placing top 3 at the regional tournament and going to NCAAs.
Right.
So this is another one of those matches that could be big for just how the postseason push goes.
And earlier we saw another 4-5 matchup between Mike Trainer and Chad Ozias. And Trainer, I guess you could say that's an upset, 5 seed over a 4 seed.
Yeah, right.
Just able to squeak out that victory against Ozias. But, I mean, 4 and 5, it's not too much of an upset, really. Gnibus on a low single, trying to bring him back in, and he will. Koch's going to have to play that pogo stick defense here again.
Right, he's fighting hard. Gnibus went for the trip, and they're going to step out of bounds.
But will call stalling.
Koch's going to take the stalling, but I'd rather give up the stall warning than a 3-point takedown. So got to kind of pick your poison in that situation. So that was good mat awareness by Koch.
Rather give up a stall point rather than a 3-point takedown.
Right, yeah.
And it's just so different now. I mean, I know it was implemented, 2-3 years ago now, but still, it still takes time to get adjusted to and all that.
Yeah. Koch with a little stutter step there and broke Gnibus' stance, but then Gnibus went right into the ties.
Koch looking for that blast double, but just didn't necessarily get close.
Both guys just fighting to control these ties right now as both coaches are hollering for some stutter steps and some fake attempts and snap downs by each guy. So both coaches sound like they want some more motion out there by their wrestlers. Koch trying to find looked like he was trying to find a Russian there, but Gnibus is controlling the wrists.
Under a minute left in this first period. Koch's got to be careful. I mean, he's walking on the edge of the mat. Might get called for another stall, and he's already got one on him, so he's got to be careful.
Right, yeah. You gave up that one stall warning, but that's your warning.
Yeah.
The next time it's going to be a point.
Gnibus in on the low single.
Trying to go out the back door, lacing the ankle.
Koch got his ankle. And
yeah, Koch's fighting for the ankle and is trying to create some sort of funk roll scramble situation here, but Gnibus is doing a really good job at keeping the height advantage and not giving up the ankle.
There. He's gonna get taken to his back.
And Gnibus is going to find.
He's going to get backs off of that.
The leg ride, and he's just going to hip Koch over for some back points. All was looking for a bow and arrow there, but that gave Koch the opportunity to belly out. So that scramble situation really quickly turned into a 7-point advantage for Gnibus. I mean, between the way back points now work and the way that takedowns work, doing a funk roll and kind of scrambling can be almost a bigger risk than it has ever been. Yeah.
And just like that, I mean, they were in a little bit of a scramble situation, and Gnibus and Koch on a very
big
good
blast double,
but
I don't know how.
Just got off balance?
Yeah,
there?
I don't know what just happened there. He wound up on his back. Gnibus was able to bounce out of the shot and then just cover Koch for the takedown.
I mean, he got in so quick, and Gnibus didn't even know he was coming, and maybe he was just caught off guard by how simple and easy that was.
It was almost like a lag, like you lost connection to the server or something for a second there. I think his foot might have gotten caught on the edge of the mat, and that kind of slowed him down.
Gnibus can almost pin him here.
Yeah,
his shoulder blade's close, but that's going to be the tech.
That'll do it.
Wow. Not what we expected from a 4 or 5 match.
No, that was looking like it was going to be a really close matchup early on, and then just those quick point rack-ups by Gnibus was able to get him the tech fall.
Yeah. And just an unfortunate scenario there for Koch. I mean,
because that was a beautiful blast double there. And
Yeah.
I think his foot dragged, and that ended up losing that momentum and why he ended up falling off.
And even that first scramble into backs, it's just unfortunate he got caught there. It could easily have been 3-0 instead of 7-0 at the end of that first period.
Right. Now, next up here is from Pitt-Johnstown, Dakota Rodgers at 197 pounds, the number 6 197-pounder in the country against Shippensburg's Diesel Koser.
After last match, it's going to take the team score up to Pitt-Johnstown with 32 and Shippensburg with 6. Diesel missing the last match against Millersville. He was out with the sickness that's been going around. AJ Staten as well. Last match was out. Like that
Right,
whatever they're calling it, norovirus or something.
cold and flu season right now.
Make sure, folks at home, you're washing your hands. Getting that hand sanitizer on there.
Drinking some orange juice.
Yep. Vitamin C, baby.
Rodgers and Koser just fighting to control the ties right now.
Rodgers looked at that ankle pick almost, but
Rodgers, a returning Super Region champion from last year, as well as a 7th place finisher at the NCAA tournament. So, All-American on the mat. Almost found a low single there on Koser, but Koser was able to jump back up to his feet and start fighting in for these ties. Rodgers controlling the front headlock, looking for the go behind.
he'll just get it, yep.
He's able to cover Koser's ankle and find it.
Koser, I mean, Rodgers so strong. Koser couldn't really move out of that because, I mean, Rodgers is so strong. And look at that.
Right. I mean, he was able to just hit that mat return like it was nothing.
And that's also why he is ranked number 6 in the nation.
Koser was able to scramble out of there though and build his base back up on the edge of the mat here.
They're going to be out of bounds. We got a reset in the middle. 2.7 seconds left.
Koser tri-pawning back up, and time's going to expire. Koser's going to defer, and Rodgers is going to choose to start on bottom here. Rodgers up to his feet quick. Koser's looking for trying to tie something up for a mat return, but Rodgers is going to be able to cut the hands and clear his way for an escape. Snap down after snap down by Rodgers.
Yeah.
Dropping in for the underhook.
Almost looked to just toss him there.
Right. Rodgers keeps kind of shifting his neutral strategy here from working a couple different ties and into the rotation. He's going to shoot in.
Sweep single. And able to finish.
Koser was looking for the the whizzer there, but Rodgers was able to finish the shot. Koser tripoding back up here. Rodgers is going to break him back down.
He's got the boot in as well. No, just under 30 seconds left in the second period. Looking for the bow and arrow. Koser's got his arm, or his hand locked, though, and he's just going to let his leg go.
Bow and arrow, painful move, and looks pretty cool, but can also get potentially dangerous pretty quickly, depending on what you're doing with that knee.
He had his leg, obviously, but Koser, good job.
Koser was able to, trying to keep that hip down and not really give up the opportunity to be turned there.
He's also just holding on to his hand, which does make it pretty hard to hit the move.
Right.
So good job by Koser. And if you're Koser, you're looking at this match. You're down 7-0, of course. That's you don't love that, but it is the number 6 guy in the nation. So
right. You're trying to match his pace. Koser in on the shot, low single there attempt. Another reshot by Koser after Rodgers went into like a bit of a front headlock there. Koser with a Granby into a scrap. This is like just exchange after exchange.
Yeah, and Rodgers was never awarded a takedown yet.
Right, he's going to find it now. He's going to lace that ankle, cover the hip.
Now he's looking for backs, but Koser with some elusive moves there.
Yeah, I mean, 197-pounders, but they're moving around like 125-pounders on the mat. I mean, now, both these guys
Rodgers
are
in on a front headlock, going for the half, but just going to choose to go behind instead.
He's
going to let him up.
Cut Koser again.
Looking for a near side cradle, but
Koser's taking his time here to get up. Rodgers is keeping those feet moving, keeping the energy up. He's going to just completely run away from Koser and head back to the center of the mat and reset
up on
here.
A little bit.
So
one more takedown, and that'll do it for Rodgers. And looking to get it here, and he will. So,
well, Koser has one from that other escape, so it's going to be Rodgers looking for the near side cradle. Yeah, so
one more.
Yeah, Koser was able to get the other escape there. Yeah, the riding time point will come into effect if Koser can't put any points up here on the board.
Yeah. Now we're seeing a little bit of that 6 in the nation come into play. You can really tell by his conditioning.
Right. I mean, he's keeping this pace and just keeps on just controlling the mat really to his advantage.
Yeah.
Once you start to kind of break your opponent there, that's how you can kind of get that momentum shift in your favor. He's going to find the last takedown. Rodgers is going to take the win ultimately 19-3 for the technical fall.
Now coming up for the last and final match, it's going to be 285 for Pitt-Johnstown. It's going to be redshirt junior Isaiah Vance. He is number 5 in the nation against Shippensburg senior Connor Livingston.
Vance with a quick snap down into the leg.
And he's going right at him. Yep. That's what you expect from the number 5 in the nation.
Right. Vance is fresh off of a 5th place finish at last year's NCAA tournament.
Yep. He's running the bar. Livingston, you got to be tough here. Right on the edge of the mat as well.
Vance also the returning Super Region champion. So
now he's just going to bring it back. Vance just moving him around out there. Looking for the Turk. Or not Turk, but
he's controlling that cross face, has the leg in. Trying to expose Livingston for some back points here. Livingston still just kind of hanging out at 90 degrees, so he didn't quite turn past it. We got some blood time here, so heavy on the cross face is going to cause a bloody nose here by Livingston. So while they get the blood cleaned up here, we'll step aside and go to a quick commercial.
The second you arrive at Shippensburg University, you'll realize that Ship is in. From the classroom to the quad, at Ship, you'll make the connections you need to succeed, and we're here to support you every step of the way. Discover mentorships, internships, and leadership opportunities that will set you apart. And of course, lifelong friendships. Everything you need starts and ends with Ship.
And welcome back to Higas Fieldhouse here. Still cleaning up the blood here on the mat. Shout out to our sports med staff here tonight, Wesley Malcolm and Andrew Worley, getting the blood cleaned up. Almost wrapped up here. Just wiping Livingston's hands off, and we're going to go back to the mat here and reset Livingston down after Vance's initial explosive opening takedown.
Yeah, and we're a minute and 5 seconds in. He's already got a minute of ride time, so.
Right, and we're gonna
quick 5
a little bit of a warning
takedown
there for some potentially dangerous. I couldn't quite hear or see from where we're sitting, but gonna reset here. But yeah, racking up over a minute of riding time here very early on in the first period.
If you're Vance, I would just let him up, do it again,
Right, but there's also, he's really trying to fight and control some of these wrists. Could be looking for some pinning combinations.
Now he's
got the hand in the far pocket.
Livingston just keeping his arm out.
Trying to fight to keep those wrists clear. He's able to limp arm out and get the wrist back in front of him. Forces Vance to start trying to fight for those controls again. About a minute left here on the clock in the first period. Vance switching back up to that crossface there. Vance is doing a really good job here at keeping the pressure on Livingston to keep him flat and really try to control these ties. But Livingston is fighting hard down there to keep those wrists clear and not give up any opportunities.
Livingston doing a really good job on bottom so far. Just fighting off Vance's attacks.
Vance with the bar arm trying to
watch for potentially dangerous.
Trying to chin pick Livingston there, but Livingston was able to get back to his base. Short time here, and that's going to do it for the first period. It's going to be some more blood here, so I'm going to get that cleaned up real quick. It's keeping it isolated here on the far side of the mat. We can step aside here real quick and go to another commercial while they get that cleaned up.
More than 7,500 student athletes working to become champions in the league's 23 championship sports. 17 member campuses, educating more than 110,000 students, with an alumni base that tops the 1 million mark. The Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference making the PSAC proud.
And welcome back to the PSAC Digital Sports Network. We just got the blood cleaned up here on the mat, and we're going to reset back. I guess not reset. We're going to completely start the second period here.
Vance is going to take bottom. And
Vance is quick up to his feet. Livingston dropping down to the leg, trying to find the mat return, but Vance is going to do a good job at getting that foot planted and getting the escape.
Vance also has a good 30 pounds on Livingston as well, if not more.
Vance found the quick takedown there, fighting for the crossface here. Going to stuff the head and move out to the front, and he's going to cut Livingston, and we're going to go back into neutral here. Score 8-1. It's getting a little bit reminiscent of the last matches. Vance is in on a blast double, explosive blast double. Goodness, my stomach just growled again. I apologize for those listening and watching at home.
Disgusting. 10-1 here for Vance in the second period. 1 minute left. Now, even with the headset on, I'm beginning to hear the panting of the heavyweight.
Yeah, right. Running out of breath out there. But, I mean, Vance is just not letting off the gas. No. He's just keeping this momentum forward, truly showing why he's one of the number 5 heavyweights in the country.
No, we're just going to let him up again.
He's keeping that pressure on, keeping that momentum going. He's going to try to cut Livingston. Livingston taking advantage of Vance being out front to try to dive in on the ankle there, but he's, as you like to say, Tommy, praying to the wrestling gods, and we're going to have a stalemate. Vance is going to cut Livingston here and let him start in neutral, picking up one of the nose plugs. No blood on the mat.
Impressive. Vance is going to cut him. It's going to be a 10-2.
Right, I believe the score should actually be 10-3.
10-3? Yeah, it should.
Because I think he cut him another time.
Yeah. 10 seconds left. Vance in on the leg, on the edge of the mat now. And he's just going to get the takedown.
He's going to get the other takedown there. So.
No, I guess that's right, because he started on bottom.
I guess, yeah. I think at this, yeah, you're right.
So
he did start on bottom,
and then 7-1, and then 10-2. Yeah.
And if the score was wrong, you probably would hear it in the stands before either of the coaches would even notice, or us on the mic. So,
13-2. He's going to let him up again. 13-3.
13-3. So Vance is 5 shy of the technical fall right now.
Take him down, let him up one more time, and then take him down. And that'll be it. See if Livingston can't pull off the incredible.
I mean, you never know. That's why you wrestle the match, you know?
That's why you
Vance with the shot, quick to find the takedown. He's going to cut Livingston here. And we saw some big throws and surprising pins last week, so you never know what's going to happen out there.
Anything could happen. Back against the wall, you got to try something, right? One takedown would do it, and he's going to get it.
Quick, explosive takedown there. And that'll do it, taking the score 19-4 in favor of Isaiah Vance, number 5, 285-pounder in the country.
And that'll take the total team score to
42-6 in favor of Pitt-Johnstown, truly demonstrating why they are one of the top 20 ranked teams in the NCAA. Some good matchups here tonight. Some good previews of what some of our Shippensburg Raiders could potentially be seeing at some of their matches at the regional tournament. So it was a exciting night here this evening as we continue to push on towards the end of the season. That'll do it here on the PSAC Digital Sports Network. My name is Ian Sherlock, joined here tonight by Tommy Crum. Thank you for tuning in to watch tonight's matchup between Shippensburg and Pitt-Johnstown.
Have a good rest of your night, everyone.